Y'all wanna hop in the game and do the same, selling tickets to your favorite name. Join our trade. Ticket resellers investing in building every day. Join our
We have the easiest way to make money online. As you see over here, there's no MLM, no pyramid scheme, no ads or marketing required, no selling tickets in the streets, and you don't need any labor costs to scale up.
Hey, if you're interested in scaling your ticket business or your business into the millions, like I've done, selling tickets strictly online, 100% online. You'll never catch me out in the streets. Go to thetickettrap.com. Again, The Ticket Trap.
All right, man. So first and foremost, this video is brought to you by the artist Andre Herring of South Boston, Virginia. This is his artwork right here on the shirt. I hope you can see it. This episode is sponsored by this brother's great work. Here's your opportunity to also sponsor us. You can advertise on the channel or be our sponsor. It's ogod@hiphopun.com. That's ogod@hiphopun.com. I'm gonna start with this first video, and then I'm gonna delve into, you know, the whole topic, you know, of Diddy.
We are doing this to not have to pay him $2 billion. All right, the future stock in Diageo market cap, $81 billion. He said they owe him $2 billion. And he said it could be the fact that they are doing this to not have to pay him $2 billion.
All right, now that's one of the things that, you know, we speculated, you know, when he came out against Diageo, and you remember what his claims were, right? When he came out, it was discrimination, racial discrimination. You know, they were putting, I think it was Casamigos brand, which is ran by the guy, George Clooney. When that whole situation, you know, came out, you know, it was a big thing. And Diddy was actually beginning to flex his muscle at that point in time. And even before that, you know, he was getting into, you know, getting very political, starting really exercising, you know, his voice. Now, just to go into the Diageo partnership, this is a, you know, partnership that began back in 2007, where Diddy, you know, became the face of Ciroc vodka. Also, he, you know, acquired and began to, you know, market De Leon tequila in 2013. But Ciroc was the cash cow. Ciroc was amazing. People still drinking Ciroc to this day. I mean, Diddy is a marketing genius. He had everybody drinking Ciroc. You was getting all different Ciroc apple, Ciroc this, Ciroc that. That's what we was drinking as black people. Remember Jay-Z was like, I'll be damned if I drink Belvedere when Puff got Ciroc. Like, it took over the whole industry. So when he sued them, Diageo, right, alleging them of racial discrimination and brand neglect. Now, that lawsuit was settled, right, with Diageo gaining sole ownership of both Ciroc and De Leon, which is kind of crazy. Now, they have no ongoing relationship, and business, you know, between the two entities has ceased. Now, some of the allegations were Diddy included were limited distribution of the brand to urban neighborhoods and treated them as urban products, saying that he was just, they kind of put him in a box. Diddy wanted to expand the brand. He wanted to expand it, you know, global, worldwide. Not to say that it isn't, but he felt like that it could have been bigger than it was. It could have done more sales than it did. He felt like he was being pigeonholed and into a particular demographic, right? And that's where everything, you know, continue to, you know, start. Now, they did a counterclaim, you know, where they try to say that he failed to honor some commitments and things like that. But I think we can all kind of read between the lines with the whole situation, regardless of what happened. I think the sentiments was, and how dare you? How dare you? Now, if you look at the clip that I played prior to this, you know, the gentleman was talking about that they possibly owed him $2 billion. Now, an executive for Diageo wrote in court filing that the company has paid Diddy close to already $1 billion. $1 billion. So that might not be as far as we think. Now I don't know, but I'm pretty sure, hopefully, that the relationship that they had was a transparent relationship where Diddy was able to see what was coming from where, what was coming from what. We all hope that, right? We definitely all hope that. But I want to play a video because there's a lot of conspiracy theories, as people say, that this is the reason why, because Diddy came after these people and he flexed his muscle. They wanted to teach him a lesson. The video that I played prior, a man suggesting that this came about because they did not want to pay him anyway. Now, if he would have got hit with the RICO charge, all of his wealth would have been taken away. So I want to play this video, right, to give a little more context to what I was talking about when I was talking about Diddy got very political and outside the box for this establishment. So let's play it.
They burnt kids. They did this. We can't even breathe. We got 0% of the wealth. I want to tap into. Do any of y'all want to fight? The fuck? This is the fight. All that other shit. Nah, we can get all that other shit. We get some motherfucking money and get some independence and start getting the resources so we can police our own communities. We can hire our own. Everything starts from money. We want to cure diabetes. You need money. You want to affect the wealth gap. You need money. You want to do education. You need anything. You need money. That's it. Everybody leave. If you don't have no money, you're just going to sit here and be a broke nigga with no money talking about the same shit they was talking about 100 years ago. And I'm not doing that.
Wealth gap. He's talking about the wealth gap. He's talking about, things that affect us, right? Now think about it. When all this happened, Diddy had to, right, get rid of his stake in Revolt TV, a cable network that's syndicated on cable. Think about that. They got rid of his power sources. Your political power by discrediting you. And two, your propaganda power with your media. That's why Revolt, if they were smart, they would have signed us. But they wanted to go with other people. They would have signed people that was going to really give them real Revolt. Now, Diddy ain't own it no more. That was the play they missed. It is what it is, right? Because we would have kept it a G no matter what. We'd have kept it a bean. But that ship has sailed, whatever the case may be, right? They would have got the real people, under there instead of just looking for the cash, the money stuff. But we'd have still made break. We made plenty, you know what I mean? But they opted to go with other brands, which is fine. I think the culture needs those other brands as well, but it could have used our podcast as well. But nevertheless, right? Think about this. Think about what could be accomplished with a media outlet. You could control narratives. You could control, you could have your own propaganda, which every country has. If you turn on the news in Russia, you're going to get a totally different view of America. If you turn on the news in Iran, you're going to get a totally different view of America. If you go to China and watch their media, you're going to get a totally different view. Just like you get a totally different view from America of these other places. So everybody's using propaganda, and we know how propaganda has been used and continues to be used against us in our community. We know how propaganda was used, against, Jewish people. We understand that. I took a trip to the African American Museum in Washington, D.C. And let me tell you, put that on your bucket list to go visit that. That is an amazing 5-star experience. Now, my only thing, I think they should go further back into history, but this is a global thing. Like, they're going to start at slavery everywhere. I really think they should go further back and dig into some other empires and whatnot, but it is what it is, right? I guess they're just dealing with, America, and American slavery from black people, they're moving up. But the reason I'm saying all that to say is that in one of the, exhibitions, they show you how these different things were used against us. What they call caricatures, symbols and different, images that we portray. Big lips, big stomach, Aunt Jemima, Like it really showed you, you know, how they really use propaganda to affect our image. So I'm saying all that to say is that Diddy has this or had this media outlet where he could have put any kind of shows that he wanted on there, right? To really start to show the image of black people in a different light. We don't really see that. We've seen it earlier on when we had our shows like the Cosbys, you know, the Parenthood, you know, Family Matters. Go down the list. Throw a name out there. It was all good. It was all family values they were showing us. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, how this kid moves from Philadelphia to his rich folks out in LA and has a better life. Did we move all the way down the line? Even like a show like a Martin or something like that. Even though they have their little dynamics in there and all that. Just think about that for a minute. I just want y'all just to think. Use your mind and think about where we come from to where we're at. I mean, that was the biggest thing that I got from the museum. I'm like, yo, we totally lost our way. Even from the music, bro. The artists and the messages that they portray, even in hip-hop. Earlier on, it's fight the power. It's we black and beautiful. It's we wearing Afro puffs and being happy of our heritage, and you know, the women with their hair out, and you know, all natural this, to slowly devolving from gangster rap to drug rap to prostitution rap to slut rap to killing it. Now gangster rap is morphed all the way into just drill shit. That's gangster rap on steroids. Now we're detailing in vivid emotion how we're planning on killing and how we killed and how we drilled on somebody, how we hate ourselves, how much sex and how much drugs that we do. That's the thing that I got from the museum. I got to go back and really take more time next time to really digest and video it, because I was in a rush and it was crowded, and really kind of just go from, okay, damn, look what really happened. I mean, even from the movements that we had in this country, where we just wanted to be included, where we just had, you know, it was a time where we had our own everything, man. We had our own everything. We was running everything that we had. We were self-sufficient. So I'm saying, I'm not trying to make Diddy somebody that he's not. That's what I'm not trying to do. I'm just saying, just watch for real. I know y'all want to get into, he's this month. All these people had everybody that you so-called revere, they all got stains on their name, bro. All of them. I'm not saying to this level, but nobody's perfect. This is just my opinion. You may disagree. And I'm not saying he was on a level of anybody that we considered a revolutionary in the past. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying he acquired a lot of power, a lot of wealth that, transformed into power. He didn't understand the power that he had. He didn't understand what he accomplished. And when he got too big for his britches, when he felt like he was going to exercise his power, they pounced on him. Just like they done everyone else. When they feel like they want to exercise, you can have it, but when you want to exercise it, it's like, hell no, we own you. That's what it is. That's what it is. They have been strategic. We've been, and even going to the museum, you could, do a historical, research. You could see that we had to fight not just against the people, but the government. The government will be in place to thwart any significant movement that we tried to muster up. The government of the United States of America, bro. I ain't talking about just the people. I'm talking about your own government writing laws, legislation, all of this. Like, what? Oh no, you can't do this. Oh no, all right. So yeah, we're gonna make it so you don't have a job. Boom, boom. Yeah, what? So it's like you gotta understand what you're dealing. You gotta understand. You really gotta do a deep dive in the history to kind of understand, where I'm coming from. You may still disagree. That's fine. Just disagree respectfully. Disagree respectfully. That's all I'm saying. But that's all I wanted to say about it. You know, I got more where this came from. Trust me, I got a lot more. I just haven't put it together. I should have been done it. But I got more where this came from. Trust and believe. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Again, my premise is that Diddy tried to flex his muscle. He didn't understand the power that he had. And when he went after, you know, someone who is connected and protected, when he felt like that he was going to really make a power move, they crushed him. You talk about a multi-billion-dollar company, but hey, look, you guys stay in the box. I'm gonna continue to stay outside the box. It's your brother, Oh God, Hip Hop News Uncensored. Hit the thumbs up on the video, hit the thumbs down on the video, whatever the case may be. But you know, if you rock with us, show some support. If you don't, that's fine too. But I'm gonna keep putting the message out, and I appreciate y'all. It's your brother, Oh God, man, Hip Hop News Uncensored. We out. Peace.